We all have those nights where we just don't feel like cooking. Fortunately, Central Illinois is home to some great restaurants, and the Epiphany Farms Hospitality Group has 4 of them to make your life easier. I'm happy to welcome Chef Stu Hummel to the Living Well Kitchen to make one of their featured dishes. Welcome.
Hi, great to be here. Today we're going to do a Gimbap Roll.
And what is Gimbap?
Gimbap is a Korean version of, it's a hand wrap. So on the outside of it you have this toasted lavar or seaweed. Super flavorful. It has sesame oil and salt on it. So very, very delicate, soft texture to it. And then we're going to add the short grain sushi rice. It has a little bit of seasoning to it. And then you can stuff it with whatever you want. Now
everybody that sees this is going to say, well, that's sushi. How is Gimbap different than sushi?
This is traditional Korean and not so typical to have raw fish within Gimbap. For instance, today we're going to have pickled vegetables, cucumber, kimchi, and a little smoked tofu.
Lovely. Show me how it's done.
All right. Rule number 1, whenever you're working with sticky rice, is don't let it stick to your hands or don't let it stick to your body. It'll get everywhere. So the trick is to dip your hands in water, and then whenever you touch the rice, it'll come off your hands.
Okay.
So moisten your hands, and then this is called bedding the rice. Whenever you put it on top of the seaweed and you spread it out very evenly but very softly.
May I ask what makes the rice sticky?
It's the nature of the grain. Short grain rice, typically whenever you steam it out, it's going to have a sticky nature to it.
So it comes that way naturally.
Naturally. And then we instill a little bit of, there's a little rice wine vinegar and sugar that's added to this. So there we have it. Our rice is bedded, if you will. Next up, all you have to do is determine what components you want. Fresh cucumber goes in the center. We're going to do a little smoked tofu. This has a marinade on it, first of all. So soy sauce, there's a little yuzu, sesame oil, sesame seeds. This gets marinated for a couple hours, and then we smoke it for about 30 minutes. And seasonally, depending on what time of year, we're using cherry or apple wood to create that smoke. So it gives it another dimension and another layer of flavor, if you will.
What's your favorite?
As far as components, right here, Gimbap all day. And there we go.
And once we're loaded in, how do you do that roll so beautifully?
People, you don't have to be intimidated by this.
I am. Can you
It could be, think of it like a burrito, or if you have yourself a sushi mat, these are a couple of dollars that you can find at most grocery stores now. You can move your roll onto the sushi mat, and then this is going to assist and aid you in being able to roll it up.
Yeah.
So Gim's typically a little bit longer than your traditional nori, but the flavor is way better. So at this juncture, you just roll it right over the top.
Beautiful.
Give it another roll. Tighten it down a little bit. Finish it off.
I love the assist. What do you call this thing again?
This is a sushi mat.
The sushi mat.
Now you can let it hang out here. Typically we take, this is teriyaki, and brush this outside layer so it sticks a little bit. And then if you let it sit for about 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes, then the roll's going to become nice and tight.
We will let that sit and come right back for a taste test. Don't go away.